We are still in section 7-5, page 475, and this is going to be problem number 19. Now, we have a diagram that looks like this. Anytime you have a diagram that looks like this, where you have a ray that's bisecting here an angle of our triangle, we're going to use the triangle angle bisector theorem. And now what it says, if a ray bisects an angle of a triangle, then it divides the opposite side into two segments that are proportional to the other two sides of the triangle. So here's our ray, and here's where it meets this side. So it's going to divide this side to where we have X is this segment, we have 5 is this segment. And then, so those two segments then are going to be in proportion to the other two sides then of our triangle. So we're going to set up our proportion. I'm going to take this segment here, which is X, and I'm going to put it on top and then put the 5 on the bottom. And so we take X over 5. Since I'm doing this segment here on the top, the X, then I've got to put the 12 on the top of my other fraction, and so it would be 12 over 10. So make sure you always stay consistent. If I would have put 5 over X, then on the other side, I would have to go 10 over 12. So whatever you do, whichever segment you put first, you have your ray that divides that side. I put the X on the top, so that means then on the top on this side, since it connects with that side, that 12 then has to go on the top. So we got X over 5 equals 12 over 10. Now then, we have our proportion, and to solve a proportion, we cross multiply. So X times 10 would be 10X equals 5 times 12, which would be 60. And then we're going to divide both sides by 10. And I end up with X is equal to 6. So this is an example of using the triangle angle bisector theorem. So anytime you have a diagram like this and you have a ray that bisects, because these two here showing that those are equal, bisects one of your angles of your triangle, then where that ray connects with that side, it forms this segment and that segment, and they're going to be proportional to the other two sides of your triangle. And so set up your proportion, cross multiply and solve. And so that is number 19 in your homework.